What's going on, YouTube? Meanyweeds checking in. I wanted to do a demonstration on how to make a deep water culture hydroponic setup. I pretty much basically just get a tote. I'm using a 10-gallon tote, roughneck tote, Rubbermaid. What I did is this right here, this hose right here, what I'm using, you can get at any Walmart or whatever. This hose, I drilled a hole right here. The drill bit that I used is my 3/16 drill bit, and I drilled a hole here in the bottom and here in the top. And what this hose is for is to determine my level for my water, where my water level's at, and that is that. Then what you do with the lid, get the lid, and depending on the size net pots that you got right here, you get, I am using myself, these are 3 3/4 inch net pots. Set them in. Well, what you do is you turn them upside down, or, well, what I did is I turned the other one. I used a cup, normal cup like this, which is close to 3.5 inches. And you put it upside down like that, use a Sharpie, draw a line around it, trace it, cut it out, and then myself, put a little cuts in there for flanges, so this sits in there. I am making a 9 plant hydroponic deep water culture setup. And you pretty much, you just mark your holes out wherever you want them, put them in, drop them in the spot. The tote that I had purchased was around $6-7. These net pots are around 50 cents a piece. So I mean, buying this at a store would cost you probably around $100, between 80 and $100. You can get, if you can get away, the Emily's Garden is a 6-site, but I just decided to make my own. I'm not going to go spend $100 on something that I could make myself. And let me run over here, darkness real quick, run over here and show you guys what else you need. Come on, hose. Then what you need is an air pump and an air stone. And what you do is, whatever size hole you drill, whatever size hose you use, and whatever size drill bit you use, drill a hole right here. Take this, your hose that hooks up to your air pump, push it through the hole. Mine is not perfectly cut. I'm gonna have to set you guys down for a second. Alright, you don't need as much hose as I'm using. I'm just using extra hose because where I'm going to be setting my air pump. Then you pull it through so that it sits center in between your net pots and the tote, which is like that in there, sitting in the center. And you hook up your air stone in there, fill it up 3/4 of the way full with your water, and there you have it. Basically, you pH your water out, you add your nutrients, make sure your air stone's in there, that is on 24 hours a day, bubbling the water, especially if you're using tap water. It'll bubble out all the chlorine out of the water. But again, you need to pH it all out so that it's at the perfect pH that you find works best for you. I personally pH my shit out to around between 6 and 6.3. But yeah, this is my DIY homemade deep water culture hydroponic setup, and it didn't take me long at all to make. The longest thing that it took to do was to let the glue dry so that there's no leakage for my my water level. Tell me exactly where my water's at or my nutrients is at. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I went to the hydro store today, went and got my little net pots, picked up some hydrogen pellets, also picked up some Flora Nectar natural sweetener. I got the Fruit Fusion, and I am getting ready to throw the plants that I have upstairs in flower. And then as soon as those are done, you will see my deep water culture system fully operational. Well, it's fully operational right now, but you will see it filled with plants and nutrients and being used. So on that note, I'll end the video. I hope this was informational, had good information on it for people who want to try to do it themselves. On that note, deuces out, Meanie Weedies checking out.